Hey everyone, I've got zero sleep last night because of a combination of stress and restless legs, but I do have 5 packages and 3 of them are fairly big, so let's get started. First one up is this one here. I'm probably the most excited to open this one simply because I was told it was coming a little while ago. This one was sent to my P.O. box because it's from a Patron, and the postal code is wrong here. It's K1K4L8. So thankfully, even though the post office had trouble transcribing it, thankfully it got to the right place. It is a microphone indeed. So the sender, the patron who sent me this, he wanted me to confirm or to make sure with you guys that you know that he got this thing at an auction and he had no way to know if it was working. It was part of a lot that he bought. So if this doesn't work, he doesn't want to look like, a total tool. And I honestly don't care if it doesn't work. If it doesn't work, we're going to take it apart and take a look at it. There's a lot of parts for a microphone. Oh dear. Mic in one. The rest of this is packing. This is actually on my wish list for increasing my quality of videoing here. So here we have a little lav mic. I'm going to zoom you in on these things pretty soon. So a little lav mic, but there's an antenna on here. No battery. This takes a AA. Oh, nice. It has a window. Lets you know if there's a AA on it or in there. Okay, and looks like it could be rechargeable as well. It has little contacts on the bottom. Neat. Power, mute, program, and there's an infrared receiver. Okay. This looks like a little XLR to like a 3-pin screw terminal kind of plug. Oh boy, it's a big chunky power brick here with a little Velcro. Probably stick it into some cabinet. 12 volt DC, 500 milliamp, and that finishes in a oh, I guess it screws in. It's like an industrial kind of connector because it's like a barrel jack, but it also seems to have threads to hold it in securely. Pro audio stuff is no joke. This was probably used in like universities and stuff, but yeah, still no joke. Okay, couple antennae. Do they extend? Nope, do not extend, but they do have a little bit of an angle you can put on them, and they have a BNC at the end. Neat. And here is the chungus of a unit. Oh, it has Velcro on it too. There it is. This is the SR 450 stationary receiver. Ooh. Record? Interesting. So it's got volume here. I did not know this thing could record. Here's a balanced and unbalanced output. A gain, like high gain, low gain. Your antennae go here. The DC barrel jack goes here with that screw in. This thing is le fancy. Cool. So I don't really know. I'm not really sure what this records to, but I'm going to have to hook this up to my AV gear and see if it works. He did warn me. He does not know if it works. So that's okay. We're going to figure it out together. Alright, so I think I've got everything set up. I've got this thing here going into my audio mixer, the new one I got for the podcast. Just gonna pop a battery in here. Looks like there's a gain knob in there. I know nothing about this, by the way. I've not looked at the manual, and the patron who sent me this, he does not know if it's going to work, so... Oh. Okay. It says... 5.H? I don't know. It says 5.H. 5H. Okay. Nothing's happening yet. That's because I didn't plug in this thing yet. So let's plug that in. Hopefully it doesn't explode. On. Okay. Something about lock. I don't know. Oh! I'm getting audio. Here goes. I am now recording audio. Hopefully, if this thing works, you guys will have the audio on your end. You drop it down a little bit. I will process the audio a bit because, you know, it was really loud, but it does seem to be working. The mic is not very close to my mouth. I'm going to have to do some other tests in another video, but for now it looks like everything is working properly. I'm going to have to play with this to figure everything out, but yeah, hopefully this audio came out really nice. Sweet! Thank you, mystery patron. Here's what the display looks like. You got the mute button there. You got the OK here. You've got the OK here and the clipping. So I guess that red light comes on if the audio is too loud. The OK when the audio is coming in pretty well, so that's good. Got those three buttons here. Don't know what they do. I'm going to look up the manual. And on the back here, I've got the XLR in here, balance output. Put minus 30 dB because I assumed that's what it would be if I used the microphone preamp in my mixer, which is what I used. And then you got the two antennae here and an unbalanced output that should be just a TRS jack. So yeah, I do have a TRS, so I could mess with this now, but I do prefer the XLR, so I will probably just order an XLR cable. And here's the mic box itself with the little lav mic. And I didn't think this was replaceable, but this is just, if I turn this off, it is just a tiny little like XLR type connection. There could be a name for that, and there's a little antenna there. And yeah, you can put it on mute, which is just on there. And there's a program mode as well. And down here is where I was talking about, looks like there's a little gain knob. So yeah. I'm going to have to take a look at this, play with it, and see what we can come up with, but that is for its own dedicated video. I'm hoping to use this thing in my regular videos to capture better audio than the current mic you're listening to. And here I have another one that I was really excited about. This one here is from, you should probably know him, Dustin Watts. And it says electronics, but some of you already know what this is. So, Dustin actually sent this to me, unprompted. What a freaking legend. Beautiful box. Nice golden sticker. Oh. Here it goes. Ooh. It is an ESP32 touchdown. This is the device that Dustin Watts not only made, but he's selling now. You can find it in a link in the description. Look at this absolute beauty. Here it goes. I'm excited. I don't want to break this. Oh, just gotta make sure not gonna get my reflection in there. Look at that beauty. I think this warrants a little bit of a closer look. So those of you who don't know what this thing is, it's basically a Stream Deck, but it has a touch screen instead of buttons. I believe the first thing that Dustin designed was the Free Touch Deck in this family of devices. And I've actually developed a Free Touch Deck board. So this board is to adapt a different ESP32 than the one that he used to his project. However, I screwed this board up, and that has delayed me immensely on releasing my video, so I feel really bad. Sorry, Dustin, but thank you so much for this. I need to get this video out as well so that you guys can enjoy his free project. But this here is a much more professional product. This is the product he actually sells. You can actually check the information there, and you can scan the QR code to get the drivers, all the stuff. And this is the absolute beauty here. So you got a flat flex for the I think it's just for the LCD. Then you got a second flat flex here, which I believe is for the touch. You got a nice little switch here, so you can power from the USB or from a lithium battery. It has a lithium battery charging and management on board. The unused pins of the ESP is broken out, as well as some 3v3, I think, some 3 volts and some ground. And I think SPI and I2C maybe. It should be written there. Yeah, 12 unused GPIO is broken out. There's a USB to UART, battery management IC. There's a 3.3 volt regulator. There's all sorts of cool stuff on this thing. You guys should check out the project and consider getting your own to support Dustin on this one. Pretty neat. Let's power it on. I don't actually know if it comes with programming or anything. Here goes. Oh, it beeps. And there we go. Wow, it's just right off the bat. So you can see. Oh, very nice. It's so responsive. Neat. I'm going to be using this for my live streams for sure. And if you guys want to just make your own out of parts you have at home, check out the link in the description. Dustin Watts got a GitHub repo with everything you need. And if you're really wanting to support him, you should probably just buy one of these before it's too late. So check out the link in the description below. Thank you so much, Dustin. I can't wait to put this to good use. Oh, wait. For this video about the free touch deck, I had printed one of Dustin's cases that he designed. So let's see if it'll work for the ESP32 touchdown. I think there might be a problem with the USB placement. Oh, and the switch placement. So yeah, there might be a different case for this one because that does not fit. So the case for the free touch deck will not fit the ESP32 touchdown, but I'm sure he's got some sort of design for this. Next one up is the third most exciting item. This is a sponsored item from banggood.com. Check the link in the description. I've been waiting for this thing for a while because it was on back order. So Banggood sent me this to take a look at and give an unbiased review, and that I shall do. This is an O1 digital multimeter, but not only is it just any multimeter, it is a bench multimeter. So it sits on top of your bench so it never goes missing, and it's supposed to be 55,000 counts or something like that. A lot of counts. A lot of counts. So here's the leads that come out in a straight. They're a straight lead. Got USB because I think it does USB logging. Got the power cord. That's interesting. Uses IEC. It doesn't use USB or anything like that. A spare fuse and the manual. So this is not going to be a full look. We're just gonna turn it on and test a couple things. We are not putting it through the Kaiweets multimeter gauntlet because it is not that time yet. Very nice though. Pretty. Yeah, 55,000 counts, so it's supposed to be fairly precise. It's got some like wipe marks there. I don't know what the deal was with this because it did take forever to ship. It was out of stock for the longest time. Hopefully this is 90 to 240 volts, so that's good. That plug feels like absolute garbage, so we're off to a good start. but it's pretty common for them to put in a cheap lead, even for relatively decent products. But a multimeter doesn't use a lot of battery, so even if this thing was battery powered, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Let's see, is it going to blow up if I plug it in? No. You're going to be looking right into the light there. Okay, I'm going to hold it like this. Alright. Contact. Contact. There we go. Loading up. Oh, there we go. Okay, looks pretty decent. The display looks dark to you guys. It's a bit dark to me too. Let's see if I can find some sort of, settings thing. Utility? Okay. Backlight 100%. Okay. This is going to be a dim one. It's meant to go above my bench right here, so I have a multimeter with me at all times. I don't have to go looking for it. Doesn't seem to have any tilting feet. It does have these rubber pads on the bottom. Okay, I guess I'll set up the camera a little bit better, and we're just going to test a couple little things, and then the rest will be for the review. Got it all set up on the bench here. Hopefully my microphone is properly recording. Let's turn it on. Oh, I guess it's a long press. There we go. Loads up. That's fairly quick. It's not as fast as a, regular multimeter, but it's not too bad. So volts DC, hit again, millivolts AC. So volts DC, there's the leads. And what's nice is that the covers are not hard plastic. They are soft, sort of rubbery stuff. So they don't stick on there like freaking glue that's it doesn't clip on super hard, which is really nice. Well, actually, let's see if we can ohm out. Oh, that was a little slow. There's a speed here. Let's see if changing it to high speed will make any difference. This is a bit faster, but oh, there we go. Now we're making good contact. So 10, 15 milliohms. Resistance is really hard to test to a really high degree of accuracy. Voltage is a lot easier. So I got a 9-volt battery. I'm not actually sure how much is left in this battery, but we're about to find out. 9.500. Look at those 3 digits of precision. Oh, missed my shot. 9.500. That's nice. I am excited to see how this will do in the Kaiweets multimeter gauntlet, but as you know, that's not going to happen yet. Volts AC, I'm going to shove this into the wall. Hopefully I don't get zapped. Oh, 121.5 something, 6 something. Pretty high AC volts today. I do have the AC running. I'm not sure if that makes a difference. Okay. Got a capacitor here. The capacitor is 200 volts, 10 microfarads. Let's hit capacitance mode. Again, not sure how fast this will go or how accurate it is until we check the voltage reference. This is a huge capacitor, but still only 10 nano. Overload, I'm not sure what the limit is. Okay, let's check resistance. Got a unknown resistor here. Resistor is, oh, I can't read that. Give me a second. Looks like brown, black, 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 brown. So 100 ohms? Let's find out. Got that, 98.70. Pretty good. Not bad. Let's check this potentiometer now. This is a 503. It's a 50K pot. Let's check the two legs. I'm not sure if you guys can see any of this, by the way. I'm exhausted right now, so you know, you kind of get what you get. 46.780 kilo ohms. I wonder if you go slower, if the readings are more stable. If they take like an average. Yeah, the numbers are moving a lot slower, so maybe it's more stable. 46.762 kilo ohms. Nice. This thing does seem to work quite well. Oh, do you want to know how much current a 9-volt battery can give us? Hopefully don't blow the fuse. I'm going to do this quickly. Don't do this if your batteries are good. Oh, wait, need to go into amps. Amps DC. Yep, and if you're wondering how come that doesn't go wild and go up to a lot of current, that's because a 9-volt battery has so much internal resistance that you can't pull that much current. So right now we have about 550 milliamps, or sorry, yeah, 550 milliamps, that's right. The extra digit really gets to me. So yeah, this multimeter seems to work just fine. I can't wait to see how precise it is. Make sure you're subscribed if you're interested as well. Next one up is this one here that just came in today, July 13th is today, but I blacked out the tracking number before I actually checked what it was. So I don't know, but it does say capacitors, so you know, I have a pretty good idea. And hence why you're zoomed in so close. Capacitors indeed. But which ones? Because I had ordered a whole whack ton of them. Is this my whack ton of capacitors? Yes, it is. So I had ordered, I think 0805 size, tons of different values. So we got 1 microfarad, 1 UF. I don't know if you can see that. 47 microfarad. 10 nano. 4.7 micro. 4070 pico. 100 nano. And 47 pico. Ooh. Oh, that's probably just from the ink on the package, because I had just done it. Oh well. Yeah, so these things are for stock. I'm going to be putting them in the little containers you've seen me put these things in. There's not really any sense on looking at these too closely because they are just what it says they are. They are capacitors. And if you want to get these, just decided to get a decent selection because I'm going to be doing more surface mount boards. So if you want to get these specific ones, just check the link in the description below. On to the next one. And if you're curious, here they all are all boxed up in my storage system. These two I've had already, and these are the ones I ordered. I seem to have forgotten, the ones down in the picofarads, but whatever. I was kind of impatient, wanted to get everything ordered in, so there we go. I also randomly counted one. I think it was this last one here, and instead of 100, I got 105. So, they just pretty much guesstimate when they give you 100 of these things. And last but not least, these, which are labeled switches. They were ordered June 4th. They arrived July 2nd, 2ND, I think. $5.82. Paid a lot for these, but these seemed quite novel. I'm kind of excited about seeing them as well. Oh yeah. These are switches, but not only switches, they have LEDs in them. So yeah, they're little tactile switches. a little tactile sound, but they actually have these two pins here in the middle which have an LED on them. So I am keen to play with these and light them up, although they do not seem very breadboard friendly. Actually, they might be. Let's take a look. Well, I got frustrated trying to get this thing to work. It is not breadboard friendly. The leads are super squishy, and also the little red mark over here that I thought was for positive. See that red there on the leg? It's actually negative, so I actually burnt one. That was fun. But anyways, there you go. So it does light up, it does work, but I will have to make a custom footprint and PCB for these because they are just not breadboard friendly. You can get them jammed in there, but if you look, I can't even get them to make connections. So yeah, they do look pretty good when you do get them working though. So there we go. It is pretty bright. This only has 5 milliamps, and presumably it's a regular LED, should be able to take 20 milliamps. So yeah, pretty cool looking switch. And so that's it. These awesome items make up today's mailbag. I have to give a special thank you to the mystery Patreon patron for sending this mic setup in. If the audio quality improves in the next couple of videos, it'll be because of this Patreon patron. And I'd like to thank Dustin Watts for sending me your awesome project. ESP32 Touchdown is an awesome product, and the free touch deck is an awesome project. So check out the links in the description below. And thank you to Banggood for sending me this Benchtop multimeter. I think this is something that everyone should have, is a Benchtop multimeter, so that you're not chasing after your meter all the time. And I'll get to look if this one is a viable option because the price seems right. And for the rest of the items that came out of my own pocket, thanks to my Patreon patrons for your support. It's really appreciated. And to the viewers for watching, commenting, and subscribing. Thanks for watching.